So as you can see here, I've got a bit of another project going on here. These 4 holes were made so that I could screw this entire piece of angle aluminum into the top of this. And this hole here, I'm going to cut these notches out here that I just labeled. And then this 194 base is going to be going in that hole. And I'm probably going to pick up a couple more at some point or another. And this whole thing is going to be the camper shell dome light. So, let's see. I had another one of these things that I already had the notch cut out. I'm sitting on it. Go figure. Yeah, I had to cut the notch off because the hole is a bit too close to the angle. So, we're just dealing with that right now. So, just got to cut out the deal and we'll take care of that. Also, I ordered a sound system, but it's not here yet, so more details on that in the future when I actually have all the parts. And I still need to clean out the interior, and I ripped the headliner out, and God, I made a mess out of my truck. I don't think my door is unlocked. It is not. Yeah, everything's ripped out of here now. Just in case I didn't mention it before, I'm halfway considering pulling the seats and the carpet out and just cleaning up the whole truck, but at this point, it's raining, so unfortunately I'm a little screwed on that front. And I don't think that seat is supposed to be there. I have a back seat and my front seat, so that's awesome. Anyway, back to work. Well, the interior is currently gutted. Yep, I have removed everything from this truck. Well, except this, which I'm not going to. I'm gonna clean the carpet up real good, and yeah, it's not looking all that pretty right now, but we'll get to work on that in a couple minutes here and try to get rid of those stains. I'm not sure if it's going to be possible, but I'm going to try. Try to keep all the bugs out of it. Seats are back here. Whole mess of what was in the interior. I don't have but what's in the dash right now. As you might notice, I've also got some big freaking red wire in here. Yep. That goes down and into the firewall, where I have already siliconed, and it comes out here and goes into a 200 amp fuse, which goes up to the battery, which is currently not connected to because I ain't ready for that yet, and I'm not entirely certain how I'm going to connect it just yet. We'll figure that out beforehand. I love how easy it is to get all of this off, though. You just pull the wing nut, pull these two connectors, and it just all just comes right out in one unit. I love that. I love that so much. There's not too much about this truck I don't like, to be honest with you. As for this, I just spent a little bit of time WD-40ing the bearings so that my fan doesn't prematurely wear out or whatever it wants to do. I also went and got in here and pulled out a little bit of leaves and stuff that was clogging up the that thing in there. AC evaporator. Yeah, the AC evaporator is in there. You can't see it really right now because I don't have a light in there, but yeah, it's in there. And the heater core is right here. So, so that's what I just did. And now I gotta start putting everything back together. That's the fun part. And it is currently 5:02. Which means I'm not gonna be able to leave that carpet out there for too much longer. Oh my goodness, it's a mess back here. But, as you might notice, my dome lights work. And work quite well, I might add. And light up this thing pretty well. I might not even need the other bulbs on the end that I made holes for and left wires for. But I'm gonna do it anyway. As soon as I get some more bulb holders and take care of that. I also got the wiring finished up in the cab for a system. And you really can't see anything in here, can you? Nope. These dome lights are not powerful enough. So I will turn the flashlight onto my phone instead. So I got a yellow wire coming from the front. Coming from that distro block that I mentioned before. Yeah, that one right there. Am I even pointing at it? I don't know, I can't see. Where are you? Oh, there you are. So coming from that distribution block right there, going up, it's coming down the rail, and it's coming back. It's going to be my ignition line. And then I got a big black tape covered red wire that's going over here. And that's my ground. And then of course I got the big red wire that's going over here. It's going through there, it's coming out over here, and then it comes all the way up and goes in the firewall. I showed that earlier. Yay. Yay. You are making everything difficult. Okay. So yeah, there's that. And I also got the RCAs run up underneath the carpet. Basically right up the middle here. Well, I guess it's not really the middle, but it's running up here, and then it cuts across and goes up, and there's the other end of that right now. Like I said, it's a bit of a mess in here right now, because like I've still got no seats, I still got basically nothing in here except for what I've been working on for the last 3 hours. In the meantime, ow, it is lightninging outside. And my phone is freaking out because I'm touching buttons. Yay. Thunder! Alright, so a couple things before I start putting plastic panels back in. I went and got some of this stuff to kind of cushion between the plastic and the metal. So maybe keep the panels from vibrating a little bit. I mean, it's not going to be anything special like the sound dampening stuff you put in the I forget what it's called, but yeah, that stuff. But I'm just gonna do that and call it good, and it should be fine. And then I also went and did this up here. As you see, there's a new tap right there. That's because by default on these trucks, for some odd reason, the cargo light ground is wired to the dome light ground. And since the dome lights on these trucks are ground switched, that meant that the cargo lamp could only turn on when the dome lamps were on. And if the dome lamps went out, so did the cargo light. Well, now I have fixed that problem. Now, when I flip this switch, the lights turn on just like they should. So, that's the way it should be. And I just stuck all the wire back in there, and I gotta close this thing back up. There, perfect. And I have the dome light taken out of this one because it's incandescent, and I was running the dome lights a couple nights ago for a while because I was in here in the dark working on stuff. Here it is. Yeah, my little festoon. But yeah, so there's that and that. And I'm gonna start putting plastic back in now, and everything's a lot cleaner looking in here now. I mean, you can kind of see where I didn't get everything perfect, but, well, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. because nobody is going to see all this beautiful blue paint anyway, and it's really kind of sad, because I kind of like it like this. But it's not normal, so I guess I'll put it all back together. Oh, and here you can see better the dome light system I set up for the camper shell, and where the other bulbs are going to be plugging in when I get the sockets for them. Yeah, so all the panels been taken out. I've got them all sitting over there right now. I just basically took the water hose and sprayed the living crap out of all of them. So, well, except for the ones with the insulation foam stuff. I don't really like that stuff. You know, I wish I had gotten some sound mat. But unfortunately, some stuff's going on. I'm gonna need the truck soon, so I gotta put it back together. And I have one component of what is going to be a future system in this truck. This box right here. It is from someplace in California, I think. But it's designed to fit this truck without taking up any room here. It is a sealed box. It's about a 0.90 cubic foot. And supposedly the subwoofer I got is going to work really well with it. But I'm sort of maybe not getting my hopes up too much. I guess we'll see how it goes when I get to that point. But the sub, unfortunately, has not gotten here yet, even though I thought the tracking info said it left Shreveport last night, which means it should have really gotten here this morning. But I guess I can expect it tomorrow morning, along with the other box I'm supposed to be getting from FedEx soon, which will contain something more for the system. Yeah. Since I'm not sure of the status of my PDX 150 or 4.150, I went ahead and got another amp. So I'm just gonna sell the whole package, both Type R's, the box, and the PDX 4.150. So yeah, we'll see how far I get with that one. I might have to just part it out separately and sell the crap on eBay or something. I don't know. The subs are still in really good shape. The amp, I'm not so sure about. I should probably open it up and see if anything's blown up inside before I try to do anything with it, but I just don't even want to deal with it anymore. Yeah, so there's that. I'm going to start putting stuff back together now.